We're back, baby. 2 weeks.
In a while.
Yeah.
Welcome to the One Motion Podcast. Turning over a new leaf episode. I don't know which one this one is, but we're gonna keep this thing going. We'll figure it out. But we just wanted to talk to y'all about turning over new leaves in your life and situations, going through them, and trying to just keep and make yourself better through everything that you go through in life. I done been shot, stabbed, accused of many different things, and called a liar several times, but I never let what people say dictate how I live my life, and that's always been my motto, to live my life the best way I know how, and the best way I believe God wants me to do. So today we just gonna talk about a little bit of that and give y'all insight on what we're doing. Universal Studios Hours of Adventure coming in December.
Yes.
The week of Christmas.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. We have a bunch of things coming. Obviously, we got some behind the scenes stuff that's still coming. I'm gonna give y'all setup tour one day, whenever I have time. But we have a bunch of ideas that are coming to you. Me and DJ also want to do some sort of media review segment as well.
Yes.
Whether it be TV, movies, books, who knows, whatever. And of course, eventually we're gonna get out there, Universal Studios, start doing some IRL streams, IRL videos, and stuff like that. So,
that's the next thing coming after
yeah.
the Love Edition episode. We're gonna do another one because we got a lot of traction on that one.
Yes.
Stray is gonna be in the house. Miss T is gonna be in the house. We're gonna try to get involved, get other people involved, and get other perspectives on relationships and things like that.
That one might be a big episode.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a couple people in there,
and that one's probably gonna come out maybe a week after this one. So
Jap Vision still coming,
and it's going to change a little bit. We're gonna maybe do a skit, 1 or 2 skits a month, if we can do that. But we're gonna have him do stand-ups and put them on our channel. We'll have him do a whole 30-minute stand-up, and it'll be on this channel where you can watch it and you can laugh for 30 minutes to an hour at Jap Vision. It's gonna be really funny, and
we'll be watching live.
Yeah,
we'll be the audience.
And you'll get to see a lot of different things coming from us. Boss Talk is still coming. We're getting a new episode of that coming soon with a mob full of bosses. Shout out to everybody at DangerHouse Records, Deep Productions, and things of those next. We're gonna try to get as much content as we can. We're gonna try to stop letting it be weeks in between content. So we're going to get as much out there to you as we can, as fast as we can. Keep the comments coming in, and we'll address every comment and talk about what you guys want us to talk about on every one of those episodes. The Motion Adventures first episode is going to be December 22nd. It'll be a live stream for about an hour, maybe 2, depending on what they let me record that day. The 23rd will be a live for an hour. That will be at Islands of Adventure. And then in January, Joe and I will be going to Epic Universe. So Epic Universe is coming in January. So we got all this stuff coming for y'all. Let's get into this segment. And turning over a new leaf is really hard for everyone.
Just pivoting in general is always hard because everyone likes to get this idea of what they want their life to be, and it's not always going to pave out that way. So.
It's never going to pave out
that way. Never. Some people achieve all their dreams,
And then once they get there, they decide, okay, I really didn't want this. I found out what I wanted to do later. Change over, But a lot of people don't ever give up on your dreams. That's one thing
Never.
we tell everyone.
Never.
And if you listen to previous segments, we say that a lot. And you're going to hear that a lot throughout every common sense segment. Dreams are what life is made of.
Because that is giving up on yourself.
Exactly.
And that is the worst thing you could ever do to yourself.
Exactly. Exactly. I know a lot of people, you know, that done turned over and changed their life over from selling drugs to all different type of criminal activity, you know, so it can be done. And it's not something that's unreachable for anyone, you know, and that's one thing we wanted to talk about, you know, because I have a lot of friends that have been spent 20 plus years in prison. Some of them wrongfully convicted, some of them convictedly rightly, you know, but while they was in there, they did turn their life around and come back out better than what they was when they went in there.
Do you think there is enough support for criminals in prison to actually get the turnaround?
No.
You think it is really just a...
It's individual. It's individual mind. Your state of mind, your individual person dictates on how they're going to be when they get out. When you get out, if you go back to that criminal lifestyle, that's all on you. You can't blame nobody but yourself because you already was in there. You know what goes on in there, you know. So if you go back, that's not blaming. Don't blame the system. Don't blame everybody around you. You can only blame yourself for your situation that you put yourself in. You know, my brother's been in prison, been in jail a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, hopefully this last one we got out, he'll change over his life. And a lot of them do that. Say they're going to change and then end up right back in. So it's too hard. I didn't want to get a job. I'd rather go out there and do what I was doing before because I was making that good money. And that money is addictive.
Yeah.
Believe me, Big Meech, everybody will tell you that money is addictive. That money is worse than crack. It's worse than any drug you can take. You know what I'm saying? Once you start making money, it's hard to stop. And all of us realize that, but it'd be too late. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand where we come from and look at it from a different point of view. You know what I'm saying? So that way you're not thinking like everybody else, because nobody's life is the same. Everybody's life is different. So you always want to make the best choices that you can make for yourself in your situation. But the prison system is broken. It's not going to fix anything. It doesn't help. All it does is turn people, even the good ones, into criminals. You go in there, you could be not did what you said you was going to do, but you did, and end up coming out as a killer. You know what I'm saying? From being in prison. You know, a lot of these cats go in there, and then when they get in there, they see how it is. It's not like anything else. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I ain't been to prison like that, like how all these other cats that have been in prison did 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and stuff like that. So I'm not built for that type of shit, to be honest with you. That's why I never was flashy, and I never got caught. Because I never did anything that would put myself out there for me to be seen. And that's what gets all these cats in trouble to begin with, flashiness. Every person that got caught by being flashy.
Oh yeah, it's always what it is. Because they're gonna see you flashy, they're like, hold up, I've never seen you work a day in your life.
And see,
How you got all this without?
They don't mask their funds.
No.
And it's hard to mask depending on how much money you're making.
Unless you got a cash business or...
Exactly. And see, a lot of cats don't do that. They don't transfer their criminal lifestyle over into a cash business to where they can either run the money or go legit. Because that's the whole goal when you're a criminal, in my opinion, is to go legit at some point. Make enough money in your life to go legit. To not be doing what you were doing before.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That way you ain't got to be looking over your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for the cops to come and kick in your door. But see, that money gets so addicted to them, they can't stop. That power, money and power. And women are the worst ones with it because they don't understand how much power and how strong they have it when they empower like that. But prison ain't no good place. It don't help anybody, in my opinion. You know, a lot of cats tell you differently. That went in there and they changed their life around.
But like you said, that was their decision.
Exactly. But they don't realize that. They don't realize that.
Well, I mean, I think what it is as well is you're probably sitting there for years with truly just yourself. If you're sitting there by yourself for so long, if you don't figure your shit out, there's a problem there too. Because I mean, I don't know about you, but I talk to myself all the time.
Yeah.
How we doing? What we doing? What's next?
Yeah, I do that too.
Where do we fuck up? What can we do about it? Like I constantly talk to myself.
Yeah. But see, I don't know, you know, how it is in most prisons. Some prisons, they be on lockdown where they lock down in solitary confinement. Some of them have an hour of rec a day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's something we would have to look up. But even if we look that up, it's not going to be correct and precise as someone who's been there.
Yeah.
And they will tell us. You know what I'm saying? And it also depends on what type of prison you went to. You got maximum security, minimum security, federal prisons. You know, I done seen guys do 1129 in jail and go and spend 1 day in prison.
We've been talking about prison for a good, but I think another thing we should talk about is choosing careers too for people who are fortunate enough to have that support system to live a good life. You know, we both have college degree, bachelors, DJing business, me in film. And so what was your decision to pursue that? And we were like, okay, because I know you did it later in life, so obviously that's a huge moment for you. So
to be honest,
what was the moment?
What made me go into business was watching all them guys run their drug business. Sitting there watching all of them run these businesses and all this money flowing through. And everybody saying, you know, it's the same way as if they had a regular store. You know what I'm saying? Or they sold Nikes. You know what I'm saying? Even watching like Master P and them sell and give away CDs out of their trunks of their vehicles. You know what I'm saying? Was another thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was for me. Watching them run their businesses, because that's all it was.
Yeah.
And then when watching them do that put me in the mind frame of wanting to run a business, you know. But then after being a supervisor and a manager at certain places like warehouses and food production warehouses and food production places where they make cakes, and I made baby food pouches for a while. Being in charge of people and running the company is a very big responsibility. We had one branch that had babies die from metal shavings in the cakes, and that was when I worked at Maplehurst. The one girl, I told everybody the story. We was all on break. I sent everybody on break. And she decided she wanted to stay in there and put this belt on by herself. And by doing so, the belt, they took the tag out off of the belt, and started up because they was testing it, they was fixing on it. All the skin on her shoulder, from her shoulder to her elbow, got pulled off. And it was just horrible to see. They calling me on the walkie-talkie. I gotta run in because I think everybody outside. And the other supervisor, she was like, they yelling, and I run in there. We had blood everywhere. It was a horrible, horrible scene. and she couldn't sue because she was on drugs at the time. She was on some type of prescription pills at the time. So she couldn't sue and get workman's comp.
Well, I'm assuming she didn't have a prescription for him.
No.
Yeah.
No, she didn't have a prescription for him at all. Yeah. So.
Wow. I mean, like you told them go on break. I mean.
You don't never listen. And then the one guy at Purity on the forklift, he pulled all the racks down with his belly in the forklift. Man, that was a bad day too, because over 30 racks fell. And all of
was anyone hurt, or was that just lost product?
Some of it was lost product. I think 2 people got hurt. And then the one guy, he was unloading the trailer, and he was on the forklift, and the forklift fell through the trailer, and he hurt himself, got wood splinters all on his legs. And another guy was on the forklift, and he was backing up. He got off the forklift, and the forklift was supposed to stop. It kept rolling, and it crushed his ankle.
Oof.
In between the rack. Oof. After seeing all these accidents, it's hard to be in charge of people because most people don't listen.
Yeah.
And you can see it. I can see the accidents waiting to happen.
Yeah. It really is hard. So when you decide where you want to go, and you have to know what type of person you are as well.
And what type of management style you have, and where you want to manage at, and where you want to work at.
Oh,
you got to be happy in your job. You got to be happy. If you're not happy with your job choice, your life choice, you're going to be miserable.
That's what's going to cause you to want to pivot and do something new. So I mean, I think it's weird. We shouldn't have this pressure of after high school, to go out, go to college, pick a career, and then that by 22 years old, you're 6 figures in debt, and you got to go do this one thing. And if you hate it 20 years later, that sucks. Hopefully you have a good retirement so you can just
and for the people that don't go to college, it's even harder for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because my mom didn't go to college, and she ended up being a secretary.
That doesn't include trade school, because trade school, that's where it's at.
Yeah, trade school is just like going to college. Trade school is actually better.
It's
than
cheaper,
going to college.
and you're guaranteed to get right.
You're getting on the job training, so you're guaranteed a job after you graduate or get your certificate in whatever your trade is.
Mm-hmm. I had a friend do HVAC. He had a contract while he was in school.
Yeah, one of my friends do air conditioner. He was one of the biggest air conditioning companies in Miami. Mm-hmm. So yeah, trades are, if you want, trade route is a really good way to go if you're not going to go and spend 4 years in college. Because a lot of people don't get that experience when you're in college, and then when you get out, they're going to hire a person with that experience over the person with that college degree anyway. And coming out of high school, and even when you graduate from college, you're not really going to know what you want to do. Mm-hmm. You're not really going to know what you want to do till you start doing something. That's why it's always good to have a job while you're in high school to figure out what things you like to do.
I also think we need to. I also think we kind of need to rework high school a little bit, because I think it needs to be a little bit more career and adult responsibility. I think we should learn how to do taxes in high school. I think there should be a little bit more classes that could be more career oriented. Like there should be more shop classes, wood shop. Because I didn't have any of that.
And see,
you would have to go do enrollment with the trade school across the street. So there was options.
So when I was in high school, we had wood shop, we had classes like home ec, because we didn't have computers. When I was in high school, computers came along when I was in high school, but we had the dial-up, and we had that stuff in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? And when I got to college, that's when cell phones and stuff were booming, and big Nextels and two-ways, pagers and stuff like that. That's what I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? So basically, we didn't have what you guys have now. We had to take those type of classes. because that's where the classes that were available. We didn't have computer courses. We didn't have laptops when I was in school. So you had to read books. And that's what I did. I read a lot of books. People didn't like that I read a lot of books. I was always by myself. Nobody was with me. So, you know, that's all I could do was read books and watch TV. I watched a lot of 80s and 90s movies. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Steven Seagal, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And I grew up with Saturday morning cartoons. Y'all didn't grow up with Saturday morning cartoons. You know what I'm saying? Well, we watched Saturday morning cartoons, and we had Kung Fu Saturdays where we could watch. Where we spent most of our time outside.
Yeah, and your childhood really does affect you until adulthood.
Yeah,
it really does. I mean, because I grew up loving all that stuff too, and that's why. Because I did pivot careers. I was going to Embry-Riddle straight out of high school. I was going to do computer science. I was in the ROTC program. I was going to be an officer in the Army. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to be in cybersecurity. So I was like, I'm going to be probably in a bunker in the ground, in a big server room and all that. And that's going to be miserable.
Shooting,
you know,
killing people with drones.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, my best friend.
Making people's laptops explode, trying to hack in, and, you know.
He went to the Army. He was in the Army for 20 years. My cousin, her husband, was in the Marines for 20 years. I mean, it does stuff to you. I have uncles and friends that were in the Navy and in the Army and the Marines and the Air Force and stuff like that. That military route, if that's something that you're going to dedicate your life to, you're going to dedicate your life to it. It'll pay for your college now. Don't get me wrong, but that's not something that, you know, I advise people. ROTC classes are great. When you're in high school. That can boost a lot of stuff. And your credibility in high school towards college.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what I feel like. That's always given me an upper hand.
Yeah, we didn't have ROTC started off later when I was in school. When I was like my junior and senior year, because I graduated in '94. So that was still. We still had we was working around with 2 ways of pagers. So that was around with the gray brick cell phones, you know. And then when we graduated high school, we went up to the Nextels and the Motorola's, the Nextels and the Motorola's and the flip phones and the chirps, you know. But a lot of us was fascinated with technology. I wanted to be in the music back then. That's what my first love was. I wanted to be in the music because I wrote a lot of poetry when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? And my, family, people around me, my friends, DJ, you need to rap and stuff like that. But I never could write raps. I could write poetry, could never write raps. And that's what influenced me into.
People would argue that's the same thing.
Yeah.
In a certain era.
In a certain way. You know. But that's what put me to wanting to go into being that I couldn't rap and I couldn't do other things like everybody else, but I could talk, you know what I'm saying? And I have management skills. That's what everybody was like, you need to be going to management and own your own business and own your own company. That's what got me into going to school for business management and entrepreneurship. And that was a roundabout way of saying all that. But that's what we're going with.
Yeah, we've been talking a lot about careers, but what about turning a new leaf in personal life? I mean, just outside of professional and business. I mean, has there ever been a moment where you were like, damn, I really need to make a change with who I am?
Oh, every day. Every day. Every day in every situation. Because, like, if you come across situations where people are going to test you.
Yeah.
And you got to decide right then and now whether you're going to jump in their ass or you just going to turn the other cheek and walk the other way. You know, and that's the hardest thing for everybody to do. You know, I can't speak for the real criminals and serial killers and stuff like that, but, you know, turning over a new leaf should be easy for the average person. But some people lie so much they don't know what turning over a new leaf is. They don't know how to change their life. They stuck in a rut, and you know that's just they complacent. That's the word I'm looking for. They complacent in their life. You know what I'm saying? And everyone has to change to get better. Cause Stray said it the day we was talking. He said everyone evolves every year. You're gonna evolve and you're gonna change every year. So it's either you're gonna evolve for the better or you're gonna evolve for the worse. You're gonna have problems the whole time, always. And you gotta decide if you're gonna work through them or you're gonna let them dictate how you live. And that's the hardest thing people to do, is to like let people like kind of get over on them, but not really get over on them, but kind of get over on them, just like turn the other cheek. You know what I'm saying, and walk the other way. And that's the hardest thing to do, because it's hard for me. I know it's hard for me sometimes. Like the new chef that I work for now, he's very aggressive. He yells about everything. But I've worked with people like that before. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy for me to just, okay, yes, chef. Okay, chef. You know, and some people might think, oh, that's being a yes man or no man, but that's not. That's being better than that person. Because you don't know what that person is going through in their personal life. You never know what somebody else is going through in their personal life. So you got to take what they say with a grain of salt, like my grandma used to say. You know, if somebody coming to you aggressive, try to calm the situation down before you just jump all in head first, because you don't know what they're going through. They could be having a hard ass day. Like this one dude at my job, he going through a really tough time at home. You know what I'm saying? They was fucking with him today. And I'm like, man, y'all need to leave the man alone. The man gonna snap on y'all ass, man. And y'all gonna wonder why. Because y'all messing with him. Y'all know the man having a rough time at home. Y'all still fucking with him about his home life. Gotta leave that shit alone.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's really fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. People gonna be people all the time. Nasty or not, some people just assholes. A lot of them are assholes.
Yeah.
A lot of them are assholes. And they don't know that they're assholes.
Or some of them just don't care either.
Yeah. That's the big thing too.
They just got away with it for so long, it's just normal.
Yeah. I don't care about a lot of stuff, but I'm just not an asshole with it. Sometimes you gotta get it.
But sometimes you do need to be that one person to set them straight. You know?
Yeah,
maybe,
you do. You do.
Yeah,
You got to.
Maybe just that one moment you might make just a couple more people's lives better throughout that man's life, you know?
Yeah. Change somebody's way of thinking just once. For the better.
Yeah. Sometimes you do have to show people a new way.
Always got to show people a new way.
Because funny enough, when I left Embry-Riddle, 4 of my friends did the same thing and are pursuing new careers that they love.
That's the way it's supposed to be. You always want to find what you love and pursue it. That's your dream, your passion. You always stick to it. If you can't stick to it, then you're going to be unhappy. You're going to be stuck in a rut, doing some shit you hate. Getting up every morning like, damn, I really got to go to this fucking job. I do not want to go to this. You get up in the morning and say, I got to go to work. You don't want to be there. You really don't. You need to figure out what you want to do. Because a lot of people even like Steve Harvey, he did a lot of wrong shit to people. And he was homeless. But he's a millionaire now. You know what I'm saying? He mended every fence that he broke. You know, and that's what you got to do. You got to ask for forgiveness. You got to, ask for forgiveness instead of permission. In certain situations. Not in all. In certain situations. especially when it comes to your career. If you're doing stuff like how we doing stuff, we trying to be in the media and trying to be media influencers, you have to. You know.
Oh yeah. You also gotta have people that keep you in check too.
Yeah.
Having a good support system, a circle, just
a team.
A team. Mm.
You gotta have a team. I'm trying to boost my team up right now to get more episodes in, more segments in. Cause this podcast shit a lot of work, and I've been doing most of it by myself. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna try to get these boys, get these guys, these men involved and get their segments up here on these podcasts where y'all can hear some of their inspirational thoughts as well. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all can see some of the stuff that they went through, and it can help some of y'all too as well. You know, I done been shot, stabbed, you know what I'm saying, face set on fire, all kind of shit. You feel me? You know, I done been held up at gunpoint, threatened to be killed, robbed, you know what I'm saying? So, believe me, you can get through anything. Think about it. You've gotten over everything 100 over 100 because you're still here. If you was dead, then you didn't get over nothing. But everything that God has put you through, you done got over it. You know, so keep up the good work, everybody. I hope everybody keep listening to the podcast. I don't know how long we've been going, Joe.
31 minutes, over 32.
That's all I really got.
That's all I got too. I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe, guys. We see you supporting. We see y'all comment. We almost at 100 subscribers.
Yep. Thank
Let's
y'all.
get it up
Everybody
there.
subscribe.
Up there.
Let's keep it going. And Motion Adventures coming to you in December and January. One more Tailgating Chronicles. It's November 30th. November 30th. Tailgating Chronicles live. Miami Dolphins Stadium against the Saints. Coming to you. Also, edited version after that by Joe Boy the Hobo with clips.
I'll get those out. I'm trying to get those out soon. I got two in the bank.
And then we got clips from the highlights from me playing Madden and 2K going up on the gamers portion. I'm going to also do some more live streams of me playing Madden and 2K. Next year, we're going to do 2K 26, the movie. This year I did it. They didn't understand why I was going with it, but now everyone does. So to my guys, my 175 guys who asked me to watch it, it's in there, but it's not in there. You have to go, not all of it. So some of it is in there, but not all of it is in there. Next year when 2K comes out, it'll be the whole movie up there from start to finish, from building a career all the way through NBA seasons, as well as rise to fame and all that type of stuff. Also, I'm gonna try to learn how to play the MLB and create an MLB guide and show you guys a little bit about MLB on Twitch and on the YouTube channel as well. So we're gonna try to get some gaming stuff on there for the kids also. Jap Vision, look out for Jap Vision, comedy skits as well as stand-ups on the One Motion podcast. Also, Boss Talk episodes coming here soon as well in the next week or so after this one drops. Happy Thanksgiving. We missed y'all.
Yeah. It'll be posted after that. No, I'm gonna post it tomorrow on Thanksgiving. Today's Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Thanksgiving, y'all.
Happy late Halloween. I really don't celebrate Halloween, and Christmas is coming, so Universal Motion Adventures Christmas week. Y'all be on the lookout. It's gonna be a couple more of these episodes drop. Love Edition coming in a week.
Oh yeah.
Parents Tribute Edition. All of our parents gonna get shout outs and videos of my parents that passed away, and everyone's whose parents are alive. We're gonna talk about them, and we're gonna post some pictures and videos up about all of them, tribute them, give them a shout out. Because if it wasn't for them, none of us would be here. Fathers and mothers. And stepmothers. Everybody who influenced our lives. So, peace out. CRP DJ.
Peace.
Full of bosses. DangerHouse. I'm gonna talk my shit. I'm trying to fuck up Sissy Sheridan, make America great again. I told this bitch 1,000 times, yeah, should be our president. I took away the iPhone, now she texting off an Ericsson. Twirling on my hair, now my shampoo keep me in keratin. I'm just such a poet, my grade probably gon' read Tennyson. Shooting all these movies like my homeboy Barry Levinson. I'm dodging all these goofies cause I know I'm still impressing them. Out writing all these rappers in my hood, they weren't expecting it. They was never expecting that shit. Hey, what the fuck we finna do, G? Turn up on these. Finna turn that shit the fuck up, man. Triple sec, fuck that fucking triple sec. I'm drinking on that Henny, do 160 in that demon while your bitch is sucking on my dick. Kirk Cobain, good cocaine, yeah, you know they sound the same. Got that shit to blow your brain, feel like JFK. Fucking no Marilyn Monroe. This might make America great again. We fuck your hoe. Coach and then we go rock out a show. I just fucked your bitch Marilyn motherfucking roll. I just fucked your bitch Marilyn motherfucking roll. Baby, your shit down, baby, take it slow. Running through the town in that fucking goals. I just fucked your bitch Marilyn motherfucking roll. I got it made in the shade cause I'm really self-paid. Niggas know just how I'm coming cause I'm mobbing to the grave. You don't want no smoke, got them dodging from this fade. I really turn the pressure on, ain't worried about no fame. Say you want some smoke with me, but he better not say my name. Trying to make America great again, drop diamonds in my chain. Self-paid motion, I can spend with Johnny Dang. You ain't drop no VVS's, you ain't in my lane. Got money and investments, nigga, we is not the same. You the type to start a business, nigga, and never make a gain. I'm the type of run the check up and disappear out the game. I'ma get it how I post to my nigga, I'm on my way.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed citizens of our great nation, my people, the unsung heroes that navigate through concrete jungles, who persevere through adversity, I salute y'all. Just for y'all, no matter your income, you're considered low income. No more $2,300 rent, try $23. Affordable housing is not a privilege, it's a right, my nigga. Trust me. And check me out, let's talk about food stamps. We will not rest until every family get them. Food stamps will not be a temporary solution. Elect me and you'll get food stamps for the rest of your life. And oh yeah, free all the real niggas. We're gonna give stimulus checks quarterly. And most importantly, I promise I will get Tupac ring back from Drake. Together we will build bridges, not walls. We'll uplift communities, not tear them down. Make America great again.